Scientists introduced a genetic mutation to everything.
Ever since the dawn of humanity, people have sought to control nature. Sometimes they succeed, like with the transformation of the wolf or the ram. But humanity tends to underestimate the power of ecology. Time and time again, we introduced new species to an existing environment and tipped the scales of an ecosystem, resulting in devastating effects like that of kudzu. These aggressive additions are called invasives. This ivy is one of those. Here in the Pacific Northwest, English ivy can be found just about everywhere. Originally brought over as a decorative plant from, well, England, the ivy quickly took over local ecosystems, suffocating out native life. Because of the similar climate, English ivy is able to live here quite happily, as you can see. Having no native competition and very few predators, it was able to quickly spread to the extent you can see it today. Containment efforts are being made, but now it's just one of many remnants of... It's getting hard to breathe now. I think I just call it a day.
Well, hey, I don't really know what I'm gonna do with this, but since everyone's gonna talk about it, and it's not like I have anyone else to talk to, I figured this would be my best bet. I lost everything. You know, there's nothing to do about it. I'll just try and ignore it. This is stupid.
Here's the World Climate Summit. Scientists are saying that global oxygen levels have been dropping significantly over the last few years. Little is known about the cause of this occurrence, but scientists are warning that if nothing...
He may not look like it, but this little guy is also part of an army of invaders. This is a gray squirrel, and they've almost completely wiped out the native red-tailed squirrel population. Because the gray squirrel is slightly larger than their native counterparts, they're able to easily overpower them. Honestly, it's a bit weird there aren't more of them, since, well, there aren't as many people around. And why don't they die too? Maybe it's because they're smaller, or closer to the ground. But then that doesn't make sense, because when they collapsed, they should have gotten better. No, don't think about that. It's getting so hard, but I have to prepare. Tomorrow, I visit the forest. Okay, that's enough.
Increasing panic about the depleting oxygen. The Pacific Northwest is being hit particularly hard, and there have been several reported cases of asthma patients dying from the event. Scientists still do not know what the cause of this terrifying event is, and they are warning everyone to stay.
Beyond the crumbling remnants of man, there are still echoes of his presence. In the garbage he left behind, and the way he twisted the environment to suit himself. Oh, wow, it's happening a lot faster now. I wonder why. It's not that different from in the city. Except there are less buildings and more trees. Oh my god. It's the trees. The trees.